Well, darling, this place looks quite nice. I think you choose good again. Anyway, here we are. We're out on our little Wednesday outing. And today we're going to talk about Thai language and do you need to learn Thai as a foreigner if you're coming to visit or coming to live here. It's something that came up in a conversation on the live stream Monday. We thought we'd just elaborate more, so we'll talk about it. I can see they have little booths over here. I think they're eating booths, probably air conditioned. Nice pond. I don't know. Yeah, away from the music, darling. Too much music. Not music. YouTube not like music. I think just here, not too loud. Or maybe this one here. Oi. Gonna have a bit of difficulty with this one, aren't we? The music is a bit of a situation, but maybe they can turn it down. What are you going to choose, darling?
I don't know.
You don't know? I see tempura gung. I want tempura gung, okay. And some rice, and some moo, pork, and what you want. I think you're on diet. You eat too much last night. You eat suki last night. I can say anything I want. You my wife, okay? Well, I guess we'll just have to see how we go with this. We've got a bit of a breeze blowing. I was going to use the microphone on the camera, but it's right on the breeze and that's going to just go. So we'll try to use the condenser mic today, which means I've got to pass the microphone to her because she's 2 arm lengths away from me today.
I just ordered I want gung with the sauce.
Gung with the sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And lab moo.
Lab moo. You have rice?
Only 1, 2, 3
Have rice?
No. One rice please.
Just rice, just no. Cow no.
Okay. No, not fried rice. เราจะติ๊กเป็นกระเพราไหม
Okay.
แช่เนาะ
Okay. Sounds okay.
กระเพรา
Mm-hmm.
กระเพราหมู
Yeah. Anyway, so look, the subject for today, as we said, is, do you, as a foreigner, need to learn Thai? This is a can of worms, and I'm going to just give you my thoughts, and Chanya's going to give her thoughts on that whole situation, because it's always a question on everybody's lips, and I don't really see many people talking about it. It's sort of one of those sort of things we get out here is the fact that, sabai, it's okay, don't care. And the other sort of thing is, I've been here for 7 years. I haven't learnt Thai actively. But I would probably preface for the start here is to say a foreigner coming here for a 2 to 4 week visit for a holiday, definitely learning Thai is probably the least concern. You've got so many other things to worry about. Is your health insurance up to date? Have you got travel insurance? Have you covered all the bases of where you're going? All the sort of scams that you can get caught out with, and I can definitely cover those subjects down the track. But, and gosh, you want something. Very far, yeah. Such a big table today. Very far. It's okay, I love you, darling. Yeah, so it's a question. Of course, we've got background music here, and hopefully the condenser mic will cut that down enough, or I'm going to have to put an overlay of other music to confuse the AI that chooses the music, and you know how it works. But aside from that, yes, a tourist coming to Thailand, definitely it's probably the last thing to worry about here come to Thailand. The places you're going to be visiting here in Thailand, the majority of people do speak enough English to be able to create a communication between you and them. So you can get food ordered, you can find where your hotel is, find where the hot spots are, and basically have a good time. We're not talking about those people. Those people that have got their holiday sorted, they're coming to Thailand for whatever reason they're coming to, and of course here we are, we're in Thailand. The big question is, as a foreigner who chooses to take a long-term stay here in Thailand, that could be 3 months to a year, to retirement, to long-term visa, to any particular.
photo.
Oh, you can see it out of the corner of my eye.
I want to out looking location.
Looks like she was setting up to go to sleep, for crying out loud. Oh, I give up. Yeah, so getting back to the whole thing, as a foreigner coming here for a longer stay, yes or no? From my personal opinion, after being here 7 years, don't really stress about it. That'll be my overall view of the situation. Yes, okay, I picked up some books in Australia once I first met Chanya and started learning just the rudimentary language. Of course, there was no real way to test myself. You know, whatever I'm saying, I had nobody really to assess my tonality. So you're bound to pick up mistakes, and once those mistakes are ingrained in your speech patterns, they're very hard to remove. So learning that, yeah, we've got a bit of a water brew coming across. And look, before we go too far, again, I'm just going to hit you up there, like, if you like this sort of video, hit that like. If you don't like it, hit that down like. But you know how it works. It's the way this YouTube system works, you know, that interaction. And also have to admit the fact that, you know, we don't say it enough. If you're not subscribed to the channel, like, only sort of, you know, maybe 46% of the channel are actually subscribed to our channel, so they don't get notified. You know, obviously the subjects I pick get enough, you know, pull through to get new people coming, and it's only the subjects towards the transgender issue seems to get the influx of people because people want to know about that. I don't want to make sort of not my. It's okay. They have yeah. So the breeze across there just makes the microphone go wrong. Yeah, they love to cool you down in a hot weather, but it's lovely. The weather's nice. Yeah, so yeah, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. You know, it helps you and it helps me. Okay, so that's the way it works. But yeah, so I've been here now over 7 years. We've been together 14 years. The only time I could test myself with the rudimentary levels of Thai I was learning while in Australia was when I came to Thailand, and of course, Chanya being my girlfriend, you know, she would politely tell me that I was doing pretty well. Well, I know very well I wasn't doing as good as what I was thinking I was doing. You know, it's an ego thing. You have to suppress the ego mentality to really ingrate yourself in the language. But over those first 7 years of backwards and forwards coming, you know, I picked up basic rudimentary, you know, everyday Thai, you know, Swadik Club, Sabidi My Club, Yindi Tirajak, you know, Ginkam Mai, you know, all the little things you would see on a daily basis, you know. That was, you know, hello, how are you? Nice to meet you, have you eaten? But aside from that, you know, do you need to sit down and go to these courses? Well, that's a big question, I suppose, that it's on everybody's lips. Now, I can cover that from a range of different people I've met, and of course our Discord community has Thai speakers, well, they're actually they're Thai national people, grew up in America, but their parents or their Thai parent in America taught them Thai as they were growing up. So they got the whole neural plasticity thing going very early on to have a dual language, because a dual language is very advantageous if you have a Thai nationality, because you can actually come back to Thailand and buy land and involve yourself in all the Thai stuff. If you don't have a Thai nationality, you know, option, then you're going to be stuck, you know, and you're not going to need that sort of level of Thai integration. But we do. We every week in our Discord channel, we will have, you know, talks about dealing with the Thai language, you know, learning new words as we go along. But we're not actively participating in any sort of language course right now. I do have some websites I use from time to time, you know, when I really want to look at certain things and you know, try to assess whether that's useful for me. And And also, I keep on talking about that particular app that I've recently acquired for my Android phone. Sorry, iPhone users, I have reached out to the developer. I've had no feedback from them. So it looks like you're going to be sort of stuck with using that Fluent Talk or some other app, which, I'm sure that iPhone has something, but the one I'm using really seems to work well. But I'm not trying to sell that either. I'm just trying to say, there are ways and facilities that we've got access to these days here in 2023 that make the Thai language learning process somewhat no longer a priority. Because reach your phone, press a button, and pretty much what you want to say can be translated in some sort of form that a Thai would understand. So, and then of course you got the other side, which is the Thai language for people like Chanya. There we go. She's now in frame. She's now reading her mobile phone. You can see her. But we're going to get her opinion as well. I thought that, excuse me, her opinions might also have some weight on that whole issue. So, darling, there's the microphone. Hold it close because we have all the music in the background. Talk like a microphone.
Yeah.
She speaks good English, right? And that's one of the things that has, of course, made me not need to learn Thai as much because we have a fairly good communication between the two of us. That food's come really nice and quick today.
Just see first the operator.
In this case here, right, we had a little notepad. The menu was in Thai, and you're expected to write in Thai what you're ordering. So that would be a situation where having a Thai person with you who can write Thai would assist in the whole process of eating your dinner or ordering your dinner and obviously getting the right food. So there's a situation that you need to assess. Do you need to go to school? That's a good question.
Okay, question now.
Right, okay. Well, you want me to say that everything again in Thai?
Okay, you have to talk first and I talk English back.
Yeah. Do foreigners coming to live here in Thailand, should they spend time to learn Thai at a school?
ที่มาอาศัยอยู่ที่นี่ในประเทศไทยควรใช้เวลาเรียนภาษาไทยที่โรงเรียนหรือไม่
for ชาวต่างชาติที่มาอาศัยอยู่ที่นี่ในประเทศไทยควรใช้เวลาเรียนภาษาไทยที่โรงเรียนหรือไม่
Okay, so what do you think? What do you think?
I think can have to start little bit and talk Thai every day. Same me when I not start. I don't know English. I not study English, but I talking with Warren every day. I learn to know some one language, two language, four language, something I not understand language. I just to talk with Warren. When I young, for long time in Thailand, not good for start English language, and now good for teach English language, Thai language.
So basically, she's in the same situation as me. She's learnt Thai by the day-to-day interaction with me through the holidays I took here and through the everyday interaction we have while I've been living here. So both of us have never gone to school, but we have a fairly solid communication. And as you saw with the new translator app, there's less miscommunication going on. But ultimately, like I use the app probably twice a week, maybe at the most. And it's with people I don't know generally. Because all our friends speak enough English for us to get by. And quite frankly, me being a guy here in Thailand, hanging around with girls and ladyboys, ladyboys and girls, they're like the same as each other. Like when they get together, they just have this girl talk, and really I ask the honest question, when you're in your home country, when the girls start talking, do you really listen to them anyway? It's like not useful conversation. I think I remember from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, Ford Prefect came to Earth, right, and he had this, he formalised this hypothesis, the fact that, what is it with the human beings? For every day they talk, miscellaneous communication like, it's a nice day, or you are tall, or this is it, we're going to die. So he formulated this idea, the fact that, maybe that if human beings didn't exercise their mouths, their lips and jaws stopped working. Of course, after a few months, he realised the fact that first hypothesis was wrong. He said, well, maybe if human beings didn't exercise their mouths so much, their brains start working. And quite frankly, I support that theory, if you know what I mean. Anyway, our food is here, so I'm going to stop the cameras and we're going to sort of hoe into this food and we'll pick it up from there, okay? Well, that food was absolutely magic. What we would call in Australia, I suppose, surf and turf. We had gung, 2 plates of gung and 2 plates of turf, which was the pork. So, getting back to this particular subject, I suppose, let's have a look at Todd's comments on this one here when we were speaking about it privately on our Discord channel. He definitely sort of feels the fact that the 6 months he did going to school when he first came here really helped with that integration. But again, Todd's a situation where he spent a couple of years in Japan, and so he already had a neuroplasticity about learning a new language. So he felt the fact that the best way to integrate into Thai society here as a long-term visitor was to at least get the basics down pat. In my situation, as I said, like I had 7 years of backwards and forwards, I suppose, as a tourist, learning little bits at a time. So my case is probably unique in some situations and probably a bit hard to understand from the average person who would be coming here and choosing Thailand as a destination. But then again, sort of saying that, if you're going to be choosing to stay here a long time, you're going to need to do a lot of research and probably do a lot of visits anyway. If you're not going to come out here and visit first and feel Thailand properly, right, then you're going to be in for a world of trouble most of the time. So it's going to be something that would more than likely upset you with a certain way things are done, a certain way, what we call just trying to think of the exact word there, the conservatism here in Thailand. It is pervasive everywhere you go, not just the conservative government, but everything that happens here in Thailand is fairly conservative. The comment came up, I think on the last video where we were at the salon, and somebody pointed out that she didn't kiss me on the lips. Well, she's in her place of business, she has a customer, it might be a friend, but it's still a customer, not family, right? And so you don't know who's watching outside, and you get the whole idea. Thailand is a conservative place, and the show of affection in public and even in your own business can have a negative effect for a Thai person. Now I know we'll explore this particular topic sometime in the future, but you've got to understand that. But when we're at home, right, I'm not even going to go into the flip side of how she is at home. She's a bit of a wildcat, and we'll just leave it at that. But in public, it's conservative, and you're going to find this everywhere you go in Thailand. So looking at that conservative side of Thailand, well, this is where a little bit of language skill will really help you find that middle ground when working and encountering Thai people. Like at a restaurant, you want to order a meal. She doesn't know too much English. And again, I say this again. In the more built-up areas around Thailand, Thais do know pretty good English to a certain degree. Like the politeness and the right things to say. They just choose not to say it because, again, the confidence level in their ability to say something is minimal because they don't practice. Like me, I'm the same way. Saying what I know outside, the group of people that can tolerate, me calling rice a mountain, well, you get the whole idea. It's one of those sort of things. They know I meant rice. They know I don't want to eat a mountain, right? But, cow and cow. If I said like look tones, right? Cow, rice, cow is what tone?
Cow.
Cow, so mid-tone,
Yeah.
right? And mountain cow is cow, high tone.
ข้าวสวย
Cow, high.
ข้าวyes
It's a high. See, get the idea. So you've got to think about that. If I say gin cow, right? I don't mean I want to eat a mountain. Yes, darling.
กินข่าวข้าว and ขาว
Gin cow. Don't get me started on the word cow. Like there's about 13 different variations when we hear it. We hear one word and like there's 13 different ways you can say it in context or something like that. Look, I'm going to link my friend's video from Hey Kid Is Dad. He did a really good video. That'll be up in this corner here. What he did, it's all right. What he talks about is that word cow, and it's like a 30-minute video. I don't want to go into it because he does it better than me. Okay, but you get the whole idea. Tonal languages are difficult to learn when you're a foreigner. We learn toes as an emphasis or a subtlety in our language, whereas the tones that we use over here is more to do with the actual word itself and how they are written here in the Thai language. I'm not going to try to teach anybody Thai, right? So what I'm going to say at that point, the fact that if you really want to get a base level of Thai, there's a whole bunch of YouTube channels out there. Well, you're on YouTube now, so if you're thinking of coming to Thailand to stay, well, this is Thai language. Just search for Thai language, and you'll find at least a couple of dozen Thai girls doing their utmost best to build a channel, trying to teach you Thai, and then try to encourage you to then subscribe to their website or lessons or whatever, so they can make a bit extra money. Because, quite frankly, they won't make money on YouTube or negligible. It's just one of those things about YouTube. All the money goes to the advertisers and YouTube to build their infrastructure, whereas we get nothing at all. Not like 7 years ago, where the people that putting the content on there were actually getting paid, a reasonable sort of output. Now it's a minimal. Is minimal. That's why we encourage the membership and the Patreon. Right, and the other things, there's a link down there for Buy Me a Coffee, there's a link down there for a PayPal link, and that's totally up to you. I'm not trying to spruik money from you, but think about it. We keep on doing this for 7 years, and we continue to do this because we want people to understand Thai life, and which is what our channel's about. And the only way to understand Thai life is by watching people who have been here for a while. Don't watch my stuff from 7 years ago because that's shit. But as I said, if I took all that stuff down, like I did about 2 or 3 years ago, I took all the non-performing videos down, and the channel flipped, if you know what I mean. And I go on, well, that didn't work, so I put it all back on again. It's a weird ecosystem, so I've sort of given up with that whole idea. But it does cost money to live in Thailand, and although I have my budget. The stuff we get here for, the extras for YouTube, pays for a few beers here and there, if you know what I mean. And we're only too grateful to have it. Of course, once you do participate in the membership thing, you'll get access to me a little bit more personally, where you can ask more specific questions. I'm referring to the most recent member coming on, and we spent probably 2 hours yesterday on Discord talking about Star Citizen, which looks like he's now going to probably look at getting because he thinks it's a pretty fucking good game, if you know what I mean. But that's my lifestyle. I don't need to get out into the Thai public every day to talk to Thais every day. My daily life spent, I said seriously, people think it's weird. I am only too happy to sit in front of a computer, 6 to 8 hours a day, playing video games, looking at social media, looking at sort of technical information, looking at what's going on at SpaceX, looking on what the Y-files and hacklefish, and those sort of things. They float my boat. That's what I do, and it amuses me. It keeps my brain functioning, if you know what I mean. Whereas other people, they'd rather sit out and go and wander around the city. Although I love doing that as well, I just don't find that I have a real need to get out and expose city life to people on the YouTube channel. And I've seen enough of the city to know what it's like. I don't need to make a point of it. I said, if you really want to know about Thailand, I keep on saying, go and my mate Bangkok Pat. He's probably the best channel to learn about Thailand and Bangkok in specific. So, like, if you're not subscribed to his channel, subscribe to his channel, and I do hope to get to do a collab with him one day. We've talked about it forever, but it's one of those sort of things, getting me out of my comfort zone and him out of his comfort zone, and try to fit everything together. It's, we're retired, we're not here working for you. We're enjoying our life here in Thailand, okay? So let's look at it. Do you need to? As we say here in Thailand, up to you, okay? And it's really how well do you want Thai people to feel like you want to be part of Thailand? That's really the key element there. You're integrating into a different society from where you live, and of course a little bit of language will go a long way. So just think about that. But do you need to spend a lot of money? Well, Todd said it helped with the initial integration. Cody, he loved his lessons. He did 9 months at school, and he now speaks pretty good Thai. I wouldn't say fluent Thai, he still gets caught on words. But, again, we're all friends and we all correct each other. So I'm going to leave you with that thought, and we'll close out from here, okay? Okay, honey, you want to go take photo now? Yeah. Near the waterfall over here. Yeah. Soi ma. Yep. Yeah, language. Sawai. Yeah, don't say sawai. Might sound the same to you, but it doesn't mean the same thing, okay? They're calling her beautiful or unlucky. It's up to you. The Thai language can get confusing. Hey, what? Anna? Sawai. The place looks really good, it really does. Nicely set up. Yeah. Go where? Go this way. Come, darling. Time to go do the weekly shopping. It's not a place to take a photo, really. So I can't remember what I said. The food here was absolutely magic, it really was. Map pin down below as usual, so check that out. If you're out this way, that is. So there you go.
Big hand.
Big hand? Yes. Okay, darling, so you want to say goodbye to everybody?
Hi. Thank you for support and see my video. See you next time.
See me next time. See me next time.
See me next time.
See me next time. See me next time. No. Okay.
Okay, Anil, say my. See
What?
you again.
Okay, this car here.
Yeah,
Red car, sedan. Okay, we're out of here. Peace out, guys, and we'll see you next time.
I want you to lift me up so high, a place that no